Let your next journey be different. Let it be an adventure. In the majestic Fjord Norway, connect with outstanding diversity. The wild, the beauty, the taste, the culture, the nature, and the peace of mind. Our most cherished treasures. Dive into a vivid adventure. It will be steep and spectacular, and always fresh. You'll find tranquility. You'll find vibrancy. It will be a journey you will never forget.
Hi everyone, welcome to Fjord Norway and to this event where we aim to wake up your senses and to rediscover Fjord Norway with Icelandair. I will be your host during the next 30 minutes, and we hopefully will be able to present you experiences of all kinds throughout the whole Fjord Norway region. But first, I have Icelandair with me today, directly from the US, Christina De Witt, Key Account Manager for Icelandair in North America. So Christina, you have chosen to invest heavily in Norway and the Fjord region. Why is that? And why have you chosen to fly directly into Bergen?
I know we are all looking forward to traveling again. Norway and the Fjord region is a really attractive destination for Americans. It's easily accessible, yet offers a breathtaking experience. From the scenic nature to the cultural adventure, it's really the perfect getaway.
How easy is it actually to get to Bergen and Fjord Norway when you are relaunching the routes from 19th of May?
We fly from 12 gateways in North America with a quick and easy connection in Iceland, with twice weekly direct service to Bergen, making it a very accessible destination for Americans. We offer a broad range of fare classes and amenities on board. For those looking for a little extra pampering, our Saga Premium cabin offers extra comfort and services to ensure a very relaxing flight to Norway.
And to travel via Iceland to make a stopover is perhaps a great idea, isn't it?
That is a great idea. When you book a flight between North America and Europe, you have the option to stop over in Iceland at no additional airfare. If you're going to Norway, why not stop in Iceland and pack in a little extra adventure?
Traveling to Norway was a whole nother experience. It was a huge culture shock for me, but at the same time, it was a life-changing experience for me. What fascinates me the most about Norway is between the mountains and the fjords, there's culture everywhere.
It's true.
To see the history behind that and actually physically being present in that moment was unbelievable. It has changed my life for sure.
Our first visit today goes to Bergen, the city where Icelandair is flying you into. Bergen is a World Heritage City located right between the two largest fjords in Norway. With us today, we have Rønne Nymark, Chief Sales Officer at Visit Bergen. She will show you a piece of the pulsating heart of Fjord Norway.
Did you know that Bergen is a World Heritage Site and one of Norway's main attractions? The very first buildings in Bergen were situated at Bergen as early as the 11th century. In 1360, the German Hanseatic League set up one of its import and export offices at Bergen, dominating trade for almost 400 years. This laid the foundation for Bergen, a city with now over 300,000 inhabitants and still with a strong international character. Bergen's connection to the rest of the world through centuries has definitely shaped the culture in our city. Impulses from visitors and locals returning home after traveling the world have created a great diversity of cultural experiences at a high level. Food is definitely an important part of our culture. Being surrounded by fjords and sea and mountain, Bergen's innovative chefs have always first-class produce to choose from both sea and land. What could possibly be better than joining a chef and a gin producer as they bring out local flavors in its right element? Let's go to the island Vestre and meet Stig and Anders.
So we're going to make some lamb curry together with some local vegetables, a lot of green vegetables and some mushrooms, and we also have a onion puree and a lamb sauce. Just salt and pepper on the lamb before we grill it. So we try to grill it properly on all sides first, and then you can just rest it in the end. Yeah, together with the lamb that's resting, we're just frying up some small new vegetables, some potatoes, broccoli, some kale here. Fantastic. Pink lamb. Flavorful lamb sauce made from the bones and trimmings of the. So this is one of the flavors you can get on Ulriken with a local lamb.
Oh, look at that!
Almost like finger food, huh?
Mm. Mm. Incredible.
Yeah, you like?
Mm.
Knut Magnus, he has the best oysters in this country, that's for sure. And I think the best food and drink pairing that's out there is actually ice cold gin and oysters. Just fill the stirring glass here with a lot of ice, a quite generous measure of gin, a little bit more. Then it's just to get this stirred and chilled. Then it's just zest of lemon, squeeze it over a glass in here. The oysters, super fresh. Skål!
Well, didn't that look absolutely amazing? And the best part of it all, you can experience this world-class seafood in the local restaurants across the city. See you in Bergen, the heart of the fjords.
Thank you very much, Renaud. And yes, Bergen is really the heart of the fjords. And following the veins from the heart, we approach the king of the fjords, the Sognefjord. And with us from Sognefjord today, we have the sales manager at Visit Sognefjord, Benedicte Stadje. And where exactly are you today, Benedicte?
Hello, Marianne. So good to see you. And the rest of you, I welcome you all from Stegastein viewpoint, 600 meters above the Outlandsfjord. I'm going to take you to the front now so you can have a look at this beautiful viewpoint above the Sognefjord. To my left, I have the village of Flom, and to my right, I have the UNESCO listed Fjord, a must-see for many of our visitors. Have a look. Pretty spectacular, right? So this fall, I went to check out some of the many experiences to be had in my region, so that you can see what the Sognefjord has to offer of energetic, exciting and pulsating activities for your guests. So stay put and join me on my journey. So the train is stopped. Let's see what we can have a look at. So this is what gives the Fjord Railway its energy. Its very own waterfall producing all the power and electricity for it to move up and down all day, every day throughout the year. Pretty energizing, right? It's time to zipline. And here it is. Are we ready? Are we sure we're ready? Down there we're going. So I'm getting ready. The reason why I'm wearing a helmet, if anybody wants to know, is not because it's gonna help if I fall down, but I'm gonna bike afterwards. I've got an audience, and I'm the first one out, so wish me luck. Get to one. So I'm absolutely energized with more than 1.3 kilometers, a drop of 350 meters and a height difference of 190 meters when you first jump off. It was pretty amazing. And now we're gonna bike. The zip line and Flom. We are passing beautiful waterfalls to have a drink if you need to along the way. It's all downhill apart from 2 uphills, which we've just done. So here goes the train. Here is the bike ride. We continue down to Flom. Energy! Flom. Final update before we get to Flom. I'm a bit windswept, but look at this. Is it energizing? Wow. And then we are back down in Flom. The train. The Fretabhut with this brand new conference center. And then here you get either the ribeye tours of the UNESCO listed fjord, the e-mobility cars that you can take up to Stegastan viewpoint, emission free, or the electric fjord cruise with the beautiful future of the fjords, which you also can have your conference inside. And here comes my boat. But that is not the only things that the Sognefjord has to offer. We have another unique selling point. Jostedalen National Park has the largest glacier on mainland Europe. And during summer and fall, you can hike, you can kayak, you can take a ribboat tour, or you can even go rafting on the melting water from the glaciers. So make sure your guests don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity while they're here in the beautiful Sognefjord region. So thank you for joining me. Back to you, Marianne.
Thank you, Benedicta. That was a great, energetic journey. If you don't get any new energy of this, I don't know what to do with you guys.
I was very intrigued about what the food scene was going to be like here in Norway.
Here in the west, we got these nice fjords.
So good.
My expectations, they've been smashed and they're through the roof, and I've got some great ideas that I want to go back with as well.
Ålesund is the adventure capital of the fjords. It's all about adventures and experiences in and among the spectacular fjord landscape, but also the cozy cities, the steep mountains, and the thousands of islands in this region. With us today, we have Oddil Breivik, the sales manager of Destination Ålesund and Sunnmøre and Northwest. So Oddil, what can a guest expect from adventures at the top of Fjord Norway?
Thanks, Marianne. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the very top of Fjord Norway. Did you know that this region boasts more than 1,200 summits and that the highest peak is more than 6,500 feet? Now you do. In addition, you may visit some of Norway's more iconic destinations, such as the UNESCO Geirangerfjord, or you may take a ride over the Atlantic Road where 007 raced over the bridge in his latest movie, or you can take the Rauma Railway, voted to be one of Europe's more scenic train rides by Lonely Planet. Right now, I'm in one of our playgrounds, the Stranda Ski Resort. We're overlooking the fjord and the alpine terrain. We're known for our dramatic nature and our outdoor life, but that's just a small part of the experiences you may find here. The proximity and contrast between the steep mountains in Romsdalen and Åndalsnes to the open oceans near Ålesund and Molde in the west are filled with some of the most dramatic fjord landscapes in the world. On your journey through this region, you may experience several seasons in just a couple of hours' drive. So, how do we define adventure tourism? It spans from nature experiences by foot, in a kayak or by bike, to finding new lines down a steep mountainside. We aim to not harm our surroundings and to leave no other trace than a footprint or a ski track. And of course, to visit our fjords and the communities around them. To visit the UNESCO Geirangerfjord from October to May is a far different story than during the bustling summer months. And how about experiencing Kristiansund in winter with opera one day and go fishing near the Atlantic Road the next? We live here all year and we enjoy the diversity of the seasons and the adventures that are tied to them. The next minutes, I'd like to invite you to join me on a short visit to some of the purveyors of the excellent adventures that you can find here.
Det er mye aktiviteter her i området som du kan drive med. Både rafting og juving og elvepadling, som kommer folk fra hele Europa for å padle i elvene her. Så veldig fint for turer og en del sykkelmuligheter som er ganske kjent for de som liker å sykle sti og sånne ting. Det er litt for enhver smak.
Sånn som i dag så padler vi ut fra kaia på Tafjorden, og så sikter vi oss inn mot fossen Slufsa, som er en kul naturopplevelse. Du kjenner på en måte det her trykket på kroppen, og når man da står på et suppbrett så blir man kanskje litt sånn usikker, men det er jo litt det som også er gøy når man er ute.
Jeg startet på veiholmen min, kjører inn gjennom vestsiden på Smøla. Det består jo av 6000 holmer og skjær, så det er mye svinging og det er ganske trångt og mye som skjer på en gang. Og så er vi en tur ut på Skalmen fyr, og så ender vi opp ut i havet og hopper og spretter litt på bølgene. Og hvis været tillater det, så hender det seg at vi er så langt ut som til grip på den turen.
Det er jo veldig greit å dra ut dit som man vet at man får stor fisk.
Well, we caught a lot of fish and that's awesome. We liked it a lot.
Vi har været på tur med Anniken fra Offbeat Adventures og har cyklet på mountainbikes op til Syltesetra og derfra gået videre til fods op til noget, der hedder Jytevatnet og har lavet bål og kaffe og kastet med sten og bare nyt det her norske efterår. Og opleve, hvor utrolig smukt og storslået det er her på Vestland.
Med elektrisk sykkel så blir syklinga en leik. Bakker som en til vanligvis må trille og bruke flere timer på, bare suser den oppover med en elektrisk sykkel og bruker 5 minutter. Og jeg vil si at det revolusjonerer det naturbaserte reiselivet. En av turene det er opp på Yrkeegga til Egelbu. En utrolig flott plass med panoramautsikt utover Gjøringfjorden. I tillegg til at det faktisk er oppheng for hengekøyer der, så jeg kan rett og slett ta med seg hengekøye, legge seg ned og nyte fjordutsikta, som jeg vil absolutt tørre å påstå er verdensklasse.
Vi är i drift 365 dagar om året mer eller mindre. Då. På vinter är det mycket gräddkurs, toppturkurs, trugeturer, men också en del kajak faktiskt mitt i vintern. Vi har alltid försökt haft liksom fokus på miljövänliga aktiviteter alltså, och att vi faktiskt kan gå och lägga oss med gott samvete på kvällen och veta att vi inte har släppt ut mer miljögifter än vad vi måste göra.
I hope we have tickled your taste buds a little bit, and I can assure you that both our skilled adventure tailors and we are more than ready to chat with you to give you ideas for what to do for your next adventure. I'd like to thank you for your time, and by that, back to Marianne in the Fjord Norway studio.
Wow, these are really exciting adventures, Odile. Thank you very much for showing us today.
Under a blanket of clouds, a land of peaks and fjords. A land to be experienced.
I'm convinced that these kind of experiences will be interesting for many of you. After a long and demanding pandemic situation, I guess your markets are eager to get out, get traveling again, looking for new experiences and adventures. David Di Gregorio, manager at Travel Trade Innovation Norway in North America. You have great knowledge and insights about global travel needs right now and what demand we see from the US and Canada at the moment. So what do you think? Are they looking for adventures like this? The pulsating fjord city, nature experiences, the unique Fjord Norway region, and do you see our region and destinations as a winner post-COVID?
Thanks so much, Marianna, and thank you for inviting me to join today. We're so excited to welcome back Icelandair to Bergen and to see North America get closer to the fjords than ever before, thanks to Icelandair's network of gateways across North America, which are going to allow for single-stop connection in Reykjavik to reach Bergen and all that the Fjord Norway region has to offer. This is really such an exciting time for Norway. As you know, Norway was completely closed to Americans and Canadian visitors from the onset of COVID until the end of January of just this year. That was a major challenge for us, of course, but what really is interesting is the alignment that we've seen with how Norway was promoting itself before COVID-19 and what people are demanding from destinations now in a very soon to be, hopefully, post-COVID world. For years, we've been promoting Norway as being powered by nature, and that idea that even in urban areas, proximity and access to nature is what is most important to create both happy citizens and also happy travelers. For years, we've preached the power of sustainability, not as a collection of policies that put pressure on businesses to operate in a less profitable manner, but rather as an opportunity for businesses to actually improve their products and their bottom lines in a way that not only helps our environment and communities, of course, but also to create experiences for travelers that are actually better than they otherwise would be. Promoting these beliefs are not marketing strategies for Norway. They aren't taglines written by agencies to meet this moment in time where everyone is suddenly looking to visit destinations that are more natural, more sustainable, and more socially distanced than before. They are really the very essence of Norway and a direct extension of the very foundation that makes up Norwegian society. As we emerge from COVID, lots of destinations are suddenly talking about being powered by nature and the importance of true sustainability. But Norway's been talking about these things for decades. We haven't adopted our marketing message to meet this post-COVID moment, but rather this moment has finally emerged and managed to meet us. And we find ourselves emerging as exactly the type of destination Americans, Canadians, and people from all over the world are looking for most right now. We are so excited to get back to normal, to welcome you and your clients back to Norway, be it aboard Icelandair or wherever you may choose to travel. Bergen and the surrounding Fjord Norway region is a very, very special place, filled with experiences that are perfectly aligned for this moment in time, not because Norway has caught up to the world and what it's looking to experience, but because the world is now finally looking for exactly what we have to offer. I'll turn it back over to Marianna to tell you more about some of those exciting experiences and how you can show your clients the time of their lives in Norway. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you today. And of course, I hope you'll reach out to me directly should you ever have any questions about Norway as a whole.
With the relaunch of Icelandair's routes to Bergen, Fjord Norway is now easy accessible from North America. But it is also easy to travel around in Fjord Norway, by own car, by public transport, by boats, and with a great network of smaller airports throughout the whole region. I really hope you have enjoyed this highlight tour to Fjord Norway. Have a lovely day, and I really hope to see you here soon. You're more than welcome.